have. They've played well at home. They're 9-2 at home, 3-0 in the conference, and Riley's been a load. He's big body, athletic. Can put it on the floor, can shoot the three. So no, they've controlled the pace, kept the score down where they've wanted to keep it. So it'll be a big challenge for us. They're playing with tremendous confidence now, and we're going to have to play well.
They're a guard, just build-wise, you mentioned big body, 6'4", 220. That's just it's a rare size to necessarily face. The guy you face who's also scoring at 17 points a game.
Yeah, like I said, he's physical. He can get to the basket. He puts it on the floor nice. Left-handed, so he kind of throws you off a little bit there. No, he's a good player, and getting 17 a game for them and doing it in a lot of different ways.
With the new staff, are they playing any differently than previous Cal teams?
Well, they're playing a lot slower. I mean, if you look at the scores from their home games, first couple they gave up a few points because they scored more, but then after that, no one's made it to 70. 52-50 against Stanford the other night. So they've controlled the tempo. They run their stuff. Very disciplined. I've known Mark for a long time. Good coach, good guy. Trent is on his staff, and Trent's a really good coach, old Stanford coach. So, no, they're very well coached and big, physical. They got 4 big bodies inside that they rotate, and now with them controlling the tempo like they are, they make it very difficult.
I guess what are the keys then of playing a team that wants to control tempo that much? What are your keys?
Well, you've got to pick and choose your spots. You got to get out and go a little bit. We got to try to get the tempo going a little bit, by beating them down the floor and, trying to speed them up a little bit on the offensive end. But, when you play 3 or 4 guards out there, it's kind of tough to do. And they have good quickness. Their athleticism is good. So it'll be a big challenge, and, trying to get the score in the 60s or 70s, will be something we'll try to do.
Francis feels like it's almost the foul trouble is almost kind of a mental thing at this point. It seems like he picks one up so early.
Well, he's struggling a little bit, and players go through that. I just told him he's just going to have to play hard and work his way out of it, and he will. He wants to be a good player. He works his tail off. All players go through little ups and downs, but yeah, he had some quick fouls.
Anthony not getting some of the looks he got. You mentioned early on the teams are going to start. It seems like maybe he was able to get 5 or 6 good looks early on that he hasn't been able to get lately.
He got some good ones against Arizona State here. Didn't get many looks on the Washington trip, and I thought he got some good looks, against UCLA and transition and that. And, he's got to keep working. I've got to find a way to get him some more shots. But he's just going to have to run the floor and keep moving. And people, he should help the rest of our guys because they're pretty much, they're locked up on him. They're not leaving him on any penetration or any throws into the post. So, he just got to keep patient, keep moving. And, Shakur found him on a good one out of the post the other day. Little opportunities like that he's got to take advantage of.
Any update on Foley?
No, I haven't talked to Clay yet today. We took yesterday off, so gave him a day to ready. Gives us 2 days to get ready for Cal, so hopefully they'll practice hard today.
You feel like Anthony this past weekend seemed to be more intense defensively, focused on rebounding. You see him try and contribute more in other areas outside of this?
Oh, absolutely. He took 2 charges against USC that were big. He dove on a couple loose balls against UCLA. He is really vocal, and he understands what we're trying to do defensively. I need him to get the talk started. Need all of them to talk a lot more defensively. But no, I thought he played really hard. Missed a couple blockouts, but for the most part, our blockout numbers were really bad this last week. So we really paid close attention to that. But no, I thought he did add a lot. The charges, diving on loose ball, gave us a lot of energy there.
Chris has been playing pretty well the last couple of weeks here, and before and after practice when we've come by, it seems like the two of you were always talking about something. What are the conversations that he's having with you? I mean, is he just kind of picking your brain, and that's kind of contributing to this?
Well, I'm not sure. He speaks a lot of Spanish. He's talking to me. I'm not sure what he's saying some of the time, but no, Chris is. transition for all junior college players, all freshmen, and Chris has really played hard. He's played well, been a little inconsistent, but it's hard to stay at a consistent level. His defense has changed. They put a lot more pressure on Peyton and ball screens, since he had so much success. The game changes. People try to take away things you're doing. And, Chris, a lot of his offense was generated from his defense, and I think that's where he used his length and his athleticism. And that was really encouraging because, those are extra baskets. Those are baskets we don't have to run a set for, or we don't have to take a possession. Those are extra possessions. So it takes a shot away from them and gives us one more. That's a pretty good deal.
Do you have a player with his background? Because you mentioned how he speaks multiple languages. Is that something that's special to have on the team? Do you think it is something good for the other guys to be around?
Oh, absolutely. We got a diverse group. Most of them are first-generation college students. And a lot of them tough backgrounds. And a lot of minority students, and so it creates a different vibe, and it's great. For all of us to have different cultures. We got Nigeria, we got Mali, Canada. We've had a lot of Canadians, and now the Dominican. So no, I just want guys who want to be here and want to play and want to work. And Chris is definitely one of those. He's going to school, working at it, and comes to practice every day, works at it, and wants to be successful individually, but he also understands it's a team game, and he's got to play within the team. So it's been a lot of fun to work with.
I know the injury bugs kind of hit your front court at various spots with various people. About halfway through the year here, I mean, do you feel like the rotation is moving in the right direction?
Yeah, I think we're getting closer. It just frustrating, for the guys, when they're banged up a little bit and not practicing, not playing. But we just got to keep moving forward, and things change from week to week, and we just got to keep getting them in to see Clay and getting them as healthy as we can get them. And a lot of teams are banged up this time of year. You've been going since October 1, and there's a lot of nicks, and you just hope to avoid anything serious. You hate seeing guys get hurt. It just takes all the fun out of the game for them, and it hurts the team, obviously, but you just keep your fingers crossed because, injuries, like I said, they just take all the fun out of the game. It's no fun being in the training room and not being able to play.
You ever had a recent situation like this where, there's no shortage of talent in this front court. It's just an issue of getting guys healthy and finding a rotation you like? Have you had a past team where you've kind of had to wrestle through it like you guys have had this year?
Like I said, every year is different, and I'm not sure we've had the depth that we do this year with, 5 guys in there that, we feel we can rotate around. So our depth is a little better, but again, every year is different. And just try to, get the guys to play together and play well with each other. We get a lot of new faces in there, with Francis being the only guy back, but they are a good group, talented group. We got to get more out of them. We got to get more rebounds. And the first half against UCLA, the group only had 1 rebound. They're just more talented than that. So we got to get them more involved offensively. We got to get them in the paint a lot more. They kind of like to get outside the paint and post up a little too far away from the lane. So just got a lot of work there and trying to get them to understand what we want. It was good to see Chandler get out and run a little bit, get a couple easy ones, and we almost got one to Shakur in the first half, but I do think they can run a little bit more and get a few easy ones. They're not using their speed there.
You said deflections are an important stat you guys track. Where did Sunday stack up? Are you seeing that number get better?
Well, Chris had 15 himself the other day, and so that was a great number, but our press was real active, but Chris had 15, so it varies, and Sunday was really good. Thursday wasn't too bad. We had 10 extra minutes to accumulate a few, but No, the guys I think are a little bit more aware of that, but we do still. There's so much more there that we can use our length and athleticism defensively, and some of the baskets we gave up in the second half against UCLA, we quit talking. I mean, Peyton and Shakur going to the same guy and giving up a layup, and just two guys going to a guy and leaving a guy wide open on a three. Those are the frustrating baskets for me, just because those are controllable. If they just talk and work together, we can eliminate some of those. And so we let down our intensity, and I keep telling our guys, you let down just a little bit, it's a big difference.
Is Chandler a guy you envision playing significant minutes at center this year?
We moved him now. He's a good passer. His basketball savvy's pretty good. When his strength improves, I think he'll become much more physical. But we're going to continue to move him back and forth between forward and some of our post entries. He's just such a good passer. We can really use him there.